Marv Katke, the founder and president of Spring Touch Lawn and Pest Control. I started back in 1973. I was just a local lawn care boy, mowing lawns, going from neighborhood to neighborhood. I had a little 110 John Deere tractor with a wagon, and I got a taste for what you could do owning your own business. My wife was always with me from day one. We were actually working on contracts in the library at Mankato State University before we were even married.
We started out of our apartment originally. We always tried to get the top of the line modern equipment, electric typewriters back in the day,
She was 100% in charge of the office at that time. She took care of accounts payable, accounts receivable, was answering the phones. The children grew up in it.
Our kids were Spring Touch kids from day one. The shop was their playground. And then as they got older, we used their skills.
Jennifer is the oldest. She started coming to work, I believe, when she was 12, 13 years old.
My first memory that I can remember now of working at Spring Touch was stuffing invoice bags. And I would get paid for every invoice bag that I would stuff, putting little nature notes in, and that was my fun little job. And once I got a little bit older and probably sounded a bit older, I got to help out with the phones.
Brian, he actually started out in the field. His first job was doing irrigation. Now he's in charge of the pest control division. He's also our fleet mechanic. I suppose he has over 100 pieces of equipment that he maintains.
I joined the irrigation crew, and at the beginning it was just uncoiling pipe behind the pipe puller, and that was around 12, and around 13 I started working full-time with the guys in the summers.
I hired actually 2 employees back in '89. I still have that first employee that I actually hired. And so I learned how now to work through people, and that's what's really been fun at Spring Touch is we're always growing. Everybody knows that next year is going to be bigger than last year. We've had a record-breaking year each year. We moved from a facility that was 8,000 square feet 3 years ago to a facility that now is over 40,000 square feet. So it's really fun to share that experience with other people.
Up next, Marvin Katke of Spring Touch. And I'm joined now with Marv Katke with Spring Touch Lawn and Pest Control and here in St. Peter. And Marv, I know you've been doing this a long time. In fact, let's start about how you started this business.
Well, I started out mowing lawns when I was in junior high, and I had a little John Deere tractor and a wagon, and then I would just go from yard to yard. I was just a neighborhood lawn mowing boy. I went to college in MSU, and that's when I got my pesticide license, and I went into business management and then horticulture, and I just continued to grow, and so it's really the only job I've had in my life.
And I mentioned that we are in St. Peter, which was a change of location for you from about 3 years ago when you were in North Mankato. So why did you make the move, and how do you like it here?
I love St. Peter. It's been just fantastic for us. Fortunately, there was a building available in St. Peter, which was much larger. We went from 8,000 to 40,000 square foot building, and from 3/4 of an acre to 5 acres. So it's a huge growth opportunity for us, and it's been great. The dream was way back then. I never thought it would take 30 years, of course, to get there, but it did. And fortunately now I have the right people in place that can help us take us to the next level.
And something I know that you're really proud of is this truly is a family-owned, locally owned business. So talk about the importance of that to you.
It's fun to go to work every day, be with your family members. We not only work hard together, but we even play harder together. So we enjoy traveling and seeing the world together in the winter months.
Okay. What would you say to other Marvs in junior high that are starting their own little entrepreneurial business? What would you say to them to maybe if they want to pursue their American dream?
There's so many opportunities out there, and I would definitely educate yourself. Make sure you network with other people. Pick up the phone and ask somebody that is in your area of business that you want to go into, and start asking them questions. You'll find out that 90% of the time they'll answer your questions. We do a lot of visiting other companies each year. We'll visit 2-3 companies in the off season, and we learn so much, whether they're bigger or smaller. Sharing information is a lot of fun.